erupted outside a nightclub after tensions between Terence Crawford and Gervonta Davis boiled over into a physical confrontation. The situation quickly spiraled, with punches exchanged, personal insults flying, and serious consequences potentially hanging in the balance. Began like many high-profile nights in, with celebrities, athletes, and influencers gathering at one of the city's most popular nightlife destinations. Among the notable guests were Terence Crawford and Gervonta Davis, who were both enjoying some downtime following their recent appearances in the ring. Known throughout the sport for staying composed under pressure, initially chose not to engage and appeared willing to ignore the comments. However, the situation escalated when Davis shifted the conversation toward Crawford's efforts to secure a matchup with Canelo Alvarez.
Fight with you and Terence Crawford, it would be one of the biggest in boxing.
We don't talking about yet about the fight. Me and Tukaraj know each other, and then we wanna see what happened.
And when do you want to get out next? I know you're here in London tonight. When are you going to be in a camp? When are you going to be in a camp? I know you're
in camp, training camp in March.
Okay, so
at the beginning of the middle of the February.
The exchange reached a tipping point within seconds. After enduring the verbal shots, Crawford finally reacted, and the confrontation turned physical. Witnesses say he struck Davis, catching many people nearby completely by surprise. Developments in the boxing scene knows this confrontation had been building for quite some time. The hostility between Crawford and Davis was not the result of a single incident, but rather the culmination of months of growing tension. The roots of the dispute can be traced back to an earlier controversy. Reports suggest the friction began after Crawford publicly commented on Davis not being included in Turki Alışık's exclusive Ring Awards event held in London. The remarks reportedly struck a nerve with Davis, who viewed them as a personal slight.
What changed? What made this
trash, garbage?
If you got the opportunity to sign a prospect for GTD, who will be?
Gervonta, something should have happened at this time, because when I saw you at the Frank Martin press conference, it looked like you were like, talks about retirement was not even discussed at this moment, and now it's something you keep on repeating. Is it just because obviously what you've done through boxing since you were a kid and everything? Where's Calvin Ford? Is Calvin Ford and Leonard Edelby usually they're around?
You might be gaining love for it, though. Let's say you got to walk today.
The war of words continued to escalate, with both sides trading increasingly pointed remarks. As the exchanges went on, the tone became more personal, and each response seemed to intensify the tension even further.
Crawford, just won his debut at 154. Said if the money's right, we'll fight. Everybody wants that fight. What do you feel about that matchup? People saying the weight, all this stuff. How do you feel about that?
You know, everybody wants to fight me. Everybody calling me out and everything. And you know, like I say, I have nothing to win with Crawford. 2-3 weights less than me. But if the money is right, why not? Right? Why not? But look, I'm focused 100% on Berlanga. I know I have a challenge in front. I never overlook any fighter. So I'm focused 100% on this, and then we...
To better understand the comments that fueled the confrontation, it's important to look at the ongoing discussion surrounding Terence Crawford and a potential clash with Canelo Alvarez.
Terence Crawford was with Turkey Al-Sheikh at the other event across town. Put out an open challenge to you on the internet with Turkey Al-Sheikh calling you out. What's your response to Terence Crawford's call out tonight?
No comments.
Opinions on the potential matchup remain sharply divided. Supporters of the move view it as an ambitious challenge, arguing that Crawford is willing to take a significant risk in order to strengthen his place in boxing history by competing against one of the sport's biggest stars.
I want Canelo. Is there anybody in the camp that would say, you're not ready for this?
It's a big boy. He's strong. It's a conversation. It's not just, oh man, you will whoop his ass.
Like, yes, man, touchdown.
Yeah, I'm not worried about Canelo. I'm not thinking about Canelo. I'm just focused on the real man.
In a small way, is this a stepping stone to your dream fight?
I don't look at fights as stepping stones.
Davis was particularly vocal when discussing that aspect of the situation. Rather than offering measured criticism, he reportedly used the proposed matchup as an opportunity to ridicule Crawford's ambitions.
As a metal shield and you have a glass shield, talk about the punch resistance. What do you think it takes assessment, man?
You don't see it. You don't see it.
Could he get it in the future?
Too little.
I mean, you came up from 35, right?
He ain't fighting no real guys at 47.
See, okay. What about everyone's talking about Errol fighting the winner of Canelo and Jamel. Could you ever do that? Is that too much weight or
what? 168?
Yeah.
I ain't going up there.
Right.
So we got Canelo winning then, right? And then
He's fighting that one.
Many in the boxing community have described a potential Crawford versus matchup as more of an entertainment-driven spectacle than a contest based purely on sporting merit.
Our brother, Terence Crawford, wants to fight Canelo. Yeah. Just from your expert opinion, knowing how Canelo fights, what he's like in the ring, I know you haven't been in the ring with Terence, but what do you think of that fight?
I truly believe, that, anything can happen in boxing, you know what I'm saying? And Terence Crawford is a legend. He's great. He's a great fighter. The only thing I see that I favor Canelo is that is his weight.
Yeah.
And that he's more bigger. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. But as far as skill set wise, IQ, I feel like Crawford could match anybody and probably do way better. You know what I'm saying? But Crawford is a legend, bro.
Yeah.
And like I said, you can't count him.
Boxing analysts and industry insiders have also weighed in, arguing that Crawford should first prove himself at 168 pounds by taking on leading contenders in the division before being positioned for a direct shot at Canelo.
Is that career defining? Is this a legacy fight for you?
Well, when I got shot, for me to change my life the way that I did and stop hanging out with the guys that I hung out with, my career started going up. And yes, this is a legacy fight for me. This is a mega fight. This is a superstar fight. This is all those in one. With me and Errol Spence Jr. A lot of people, they writing me off because they say, oh, well, he's too small, or he haven't fought nobody like Errol Spence, or his resume is this, or his resume that. There's a lot of things that a lot of people can say, but on July 29th, all the answers to everybody's questions.
Once news of the incident began circulating, fans reacted immediately, and the boxing community online exploded with discussion. Social media platforms were flooded with posts and hashtags, with the situation quickly becoming a major trending topic.
What changed? What made this shit trash, garbage?
If you got the opportunity to sign a prospect for GTD, who will be?
Gervonta, something should have happened throughout the time, because when I saw you at the Frank Martin press conference, it looked like you were like talks about retirement was not even discussed at this moment, and now it's something you keep on repeating. Is it just because obviously what you've done through boxing since you were a kid and everything? Where's Calvin Ford? Is Calvin Ford or Leonard Edelby usually they're around to?
You think you might be gaining love for it though? You never know. Like say you got to.
But what makes the situation even more intriguing is that Gervonta Davis is not solely focused on the dispute with Crawford. Reports suggest he is also linked to discussions surrounding a major rematch with Ryan Garcia.
If I fight Ryan again, and then I want some hope, I text that ass again. Tell them boys to give me 150 ends. I'm coming. You know what I mean? When I start screaming out that and that stop it, knock it off, cuz. Stop it. Tell them send that bag and I'm coming. And I'm, you know.
Turki Alashika's involvement is being viewed as more than just financial backing. His approach is aimed at turning every event he supports into a major global spectacle, adding a layer of entertainment value alongside the sporting stakes.
Johnny Boy Boxing Fight Hype. I just want to ask you, what do you think about Terence Crawford? What do we think about Terence Crawford's performance, and do you want to get a fight with him?
If the money is right, I mean,
$100 million. I heard Turki offered you a big money already.
150.
150?
Fans have been vocal about how Turki Alashika's involvement is reshaping boxing into more of a high-profile entertainment product, with each major about carrying the feel of a blockbuster event.
They say like, no, that's 2 more weight classes. Like once he gets touched by Canelo, it's going to be different.
I am concerned about him absorbing a Canelo punch, especially through the course of 12 rounds. We do know this about Canelo. He's going to slow down. So I think if anything, Canelo would try to start fast and bang on him and break him down before he gets later, and he still got that kind of steam. But, there's so many components that make a champion. There's so many components that make a great, a legend. It's just so much to go into. It's a conversation that lasts an hour easily when we talk about all of the components that Terence Crawford has, all of the components that Canelo had, and how we find how they even out who trumps one another, you know what I mean? We tried to do that with Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, and we see how that panned out.
For Crawford in particular, the fallout could be significant. With a high-profile potential clash again still on the horizon, this kind of public disturbance is far from ideal timing. Attention around incidents like this can quickly shift focus away from the sport itself and onto controversy instead.
I don't want boxing more. I want to do therapy, right? But I feel as though if I do therapy, it will lose the fire that I have inside me. I want everything out of me where so I don't never think about fighting again. I don't think about even getting angry, you know what I mean? Because I have 2 girls, 2 daughters. I'm wanting to be much softer, you know what I mean? Be more humble and things like that.
For Gervonta Davis, the situation carries a different kind of weight. He has already been dropping hints that his time in the sport may be winding down, and this latest controversy could add more attention to that possibility.
They talking, but you know how it's gonna get. You know how it's gonna get. But he ain't gonna get. A real machine. You know how it's gonna get. A real one. I promise you. Now, I promise you, you better lead them home. You better lead the females home. On my mother, you better lead the females home and the kids. On my mother.
Yeah.
Now watch this.
Now
watch.
They gonna be
now
there.
watch. Now watch.
What's different from 10 minutes ago?
You know how when they told you said how like I supposed to put Lomachenko, right? And like how he said like he was retiring, things like that. I feel as though like we've been in it so long that we all getting tired of it. Like we've been beating our body up so long, but it be like situations like just now, like where he talking that spark the plug again.
Yeah, that's what I
all
want.
it takes for you? Is that
Yeah,
all it
that's
takes?
all it
Just
takes
a little
to-
comment?
Nah, but that's what I want though. I don't want you to fight me like you're saying you're
talking?
going out.
It always go like this. It always go like this.
Nah,
Niggas
what I'm
always
saying,
get the
you just said
yapping,
you feel like you going
and
out.
they go to
I don't
sleep.
want you to feel like you.
It's a complicated situation with serious implications for both athletes, and the consequences may extend well beyond the immediate aftermath of the event.
And that he wants you, things like that. Does that stuff just sound crazy, or just like I'm supposed to be called out? You know.
When you look at all the great fighters that was getting called out by everybody from different weight classes, so it's nothing that I'm not surprised about.
A Tank would be something that he said he'll touch your chin and.
Man, everybody say what they'll do, but Tank is in his weight class for a reason, and I don't see him come up to 147 to face me.
With all the speculation surrounding the situation, one major question remains. Could an official fight between Terence Crawford and Gervonta Davis ever actually take place?
Gervonta Davis speaking about you. Is that ever a possible fight?
Yeah, if he want to dare to be great, he can't be like all the other fighters that moving up 2 weight classes, daring to be great.
You would fight him.
And tell him come up there.
He got to come to win 54.
He said I got a glass chin. So tell him come and touch him.
Wow. Gervonta said you got a glass.
He said I got a glass chin. Tell him come and touch it.
At 147?
At 147. I'll make 147.
Ooh, see, oh man.
You gonna have a pre-camp.
Then what the people gonna say? Oh, he's beating up on little guys.
As developments continue, all eyes remain on what comes next, with fans and analysts closely watching every update. This rivalry has already sparked major debate, and many are waiting to see whether it escalates further or eventually leads to an official matchup. What do you think about everything that happened? Are you leaning more toward Crawford or Davis in this situation? And do you believe this rivalry could eventually turn into a sanctioned fight? Share your thoughts in the comments, and make sure to stay connected for more updates on the latest boxing stories and developments. See you in the next video.